This is JC with FX Insights at CIS Trading. In focus, the Great British Pound, Japanese Yen. We're looking right here at a 1 minute chart. I'm going to go over a few things, and we're taking a position long on this trade at 139.48.6 on a reversal signal here. We're looking at a 1 minute chart initially. I wanted to point out the CIS GG Pro Metrics algorithm for TradingView Toolkit. The last 3.5 days, just a little bit less than 3.5 days, on the 1 minute chart, running about 3.5 days, 2,200 trades so far, just a little bit more than 2,200 trades, $18,305 on Pound Jumpy. This has been a really active trade. We've been watching it, and it's set up over the last week for this week to see a lot of action in this trade. So what we've seen over the last 3 days or so is about $18,000 in 3 days worth of trading on this 1 minute chart. Again, we're long on this trade from 139.48.6. I'm looking for about a 62 to 65 initial target on this move, and we're looking at the 1 minute. You can see the Pro Metrics up at 139.54. And we're trading around 139.52 currently, kind of coming off of that a little bit. Should move up through it here soon. We're at 139.51 on our last step for our algorithm. Now, the algorithm strategy for TradingView Toolkit for CIS GG Pro Metrics is delayed a candle just on the strategy function. So I'm going to disable that function here in just a moment. I'll disable that function, and when I disable it, the actual indicator version for CIS GG Pro Metrics is a step ahead on current candle. So what it's basically telling us is right now our current target should be up around 54.9, and that's where our current metric is. Our projected target is up at the 39.58. And this is the CIS GG Pro Metrics for TradingView Toolkit. So that's why we have both of those there. The lower one in the bright white, that's the algorithm. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see where it says $18,295 over the last 3 days. The total losses taken on that were only about 10% of that trade. So it's very tight the way the CIS GG Pro Metrics work on the algorithm. So let's take a look at it very quickly on a 5 minute while we're waiting on this trade. Again, we're long from 139.48.6. We're up almost 4 pips, basically a little less than 4 pips. Looking at the 5 minute chart very quickly, the 5 minute chart usually runs about every 20 days, and that's correct from the 29th of September. So every 20 trading days typically is what the 5 minute chart runs. We're currently at 2,100 trades. Now on the 5 minute chart for the last 20 days, we're showing $48,860 in return, trading only one lot on the 5 minute algorithm with the auto execution. We're looking for a current target now at 139.54.9. We're at 53.2 on Pound Jumpy. Our projecting next target puts us up around the 60 level. Again, I'm looking initially for a 62 to 65 range where we get up, hit that 61, move right up into 65, 139.65. So we're just going to kind of watch this trade a little bit while I'll go through and show you some of the pro metrics. So when we take a look at the current 4-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart, we have a significant arrowhead reversal in development. If you look at the last 3 bars on the 4-hour chart, Pound Jumpy, you can see outside bar with the bearish piercing low candle, doji, and then another doji inside that doji. That's outside bar, inside bar, inside bar. That is an arrowhead reversal pattern. So we're looking for this to trade eventually back up above the 140.26 area. All right. I do have a projection on Pro Metrics all the way up above 141 on some of the longer time frames, Pound Jumpy. When you look at this 4-hour algorithm, now the 4-hour is a long-term algorithm. When you use that time frame, it's a risk management trade to make sure that you're never on the wrong side of a long weekly or monthly signal. But if you were to trade that over the last, I think it's 3 years, give me just 1 second. Yes, over the last 3 years, trading the 4-hour signal, just using one lot, pound jumpy. One lot, that's 100,000 on your contract, pound jumpy on the 4-hour CIS-GG Pro Metrics TradingView Toolkit signal, $315,000 over the last 3 years. Not quite 3, but almost 3 years. Typically on our algorithm, it's a pro trading method from Joshua Corum at CIS Trading's Pro Trading Seminar. The pro metrics are set up based on the pro trading methodology. And the way the algorithm works, typically because of the 2, 3, 4 candle rule system that you can find on YouTube, it's about 4 candles. And I am Joshua Corum, JC, the author and instructor for pro trading. So just so you know, when you go on YouTube for youtube.com/user/CIS trading, when you pull up the pro trading videos and you look at some of the Great Gatsby Pro Trader price action patterns on that YouTube page, you'll see the 2, 3, 4 rule, and that's one of the principles for pro trading. So typically most of the executions are going to average around 4 candles because of the way the system works in the algorithm. So let's take a look at pound jumpy on a daily signal. We're up at 139.57 on our trade. We are in from 139.48.6, looking for a move up toward this 139.65 area is what I'm looking for it to move from 61 up to that 65 area. So take a look very quickly. Pound jumpy just on the weekly signal. Our metrics have come off the peak high. We hit our previous day target, pierced it. We're right now on an inside bar weekly. I'm looking for a potential move back up, possibly to at least a higher high. And our highest metrics are up at 146.64. So we would have to see a lot of price action with momentum to push us and compel us up that far. So what we're looking for is an attempt at a high and the potential of a failure to make that high on a weekly perspective. On the daily, we have a developing diamond pattern, inside bar, outside bar, inside bar for the last 3 trading days, looking for a potential push back up to the upside. Our initial target for that would be 140.20 up to 141, just a little bit past even on the tick. All right, when we look at the daily signal for the British pound Japanese yen, just trading one lot, CIS-GG Pro Metrics, this goes all the way back to the 90s, trading all the way back from the 90s. So almost, let's just say, what is that, 25 years. Over the last 25 years, you're looking at about $136 million just trading one lot on the daily for the pound yen. So pound jumpy, that's a lot. So let's go back here to our 1 minute chart. See how we're setting up on that. You can see we've had a trending move. I don't have any significant pattern showing a sign of a reversal. My metrics are showing higher all the way up to 139.60. And then I'm looking for a push from that level all the way to 139.65. So when we look at the CIS-GG Pro Metrics, once again, we're looking at 2 things for the TradingView algorithm. The first is the actual indicator. All right, so the indicator is the top one where it says CIS TradingView Toolkit. That's the actual indicator. the lower algorithm that just moved higher, where it says CIS Joshua Corum GG, that algorithm level is the actual auto execution. So there's a delay in the strategy, although it's a real-time execution, because it won't calculate and won't ascertain the calculation on the auto execution until it's actually executed. And so with that, what I've done is created the indicator for it. And give me just 1 second, and I will disable the algorithm just for a moment. Again, that 1 minute algorithm shows us at $18,000 plus over the last 3 days. And there you can hear I just executed a sell order there at 139.63 and 139.62. I have 3 positions in, and I'm looking for a push right up to this 139.64. So I'd like to get at least one little tick higher than where we were. So let's see if we can't get a push up there. We're long from 139.48.6. This is the 1 minute. Let's go take a look at our 5 minute. I should get it on 5 minute momentum. I should have a little bit of a push up above to 65, and there we go. So we just played a 3-lot trade on from 139.48.6 all the way up to 139.65. Pound jumpy. So a total of about 17 pips. Now I came out a little bit earlier on a couple of the executions. So there you go. You're looking at a perfect pro trader trend on that. Candle 1, full bullish candle on this 5 minute. Candle 2, counter trend, which is fine as long as it still doesn't violate the pro trading principle criteria. And then candle 3, candle 4, and candle 5. Candle 3 and 4, all are both bullish. So after candle 2, both bullish candles, and then we had a 5th candle with momentum that pushed us up through there. So awesome trade execution from 139.48.6 up to 62, 63, 64 on that 139 handle, and a total average of around 15 pips per trade. So 3 lots long, a total of 15 pips per trade. That's 45 pips we just made very quickly, pound jumpy. So that's a great look at the CISGG Prometrics algorithm, sort of how it works. This is the indicator version. So you can see the buy arrows, the candle colors are color schemed, and your metrics, again, are a step ahead. So the metric target for this is up around 139.75. And that would be our next metric target. If we start to fail, the metrics start to reverse. So we have a potential pullback all the way back to the 40 region with the reversal on these metrics that you see down toward the bottom of this up move on this 5 minute. Now, when I turn off the indicator, all right, I'm going to turn on just the algorithm, which is the auto execution algorithm. It'll take a second for it to load. It loads all the data for the auto execution, so it takes a little bit. But you can see the momentum strength arrows, buy and sell. You can see the candle colors, and you can see the metrics, but they are set based on the execution. So the execution target, that's the measurement for the trigger in the algorithm, is a step behind. So that's why there's a delay there. I have it set so it's a step behind. So what I've done is allowed for the real-time indicator version to at least be available, so you have that forward-looking perspective with the TradingView Toolkit CISGG Prometrics algorithm. The execution on this 5 minute currently, again, is $48,860 currently in profits on one lot, just trading one contract, full lot, for the last 20 days, nearly $50,000 pound jumpy. So one reason we're looking at this trade this week is to see some of these momentum moves like what we just traded. Again, we took a long 139.48.6 all the way up to the 139.62, 63, 64 were my exits. I had a target looking at the 139.65, and you can see we're kind of struggling there at that target. So we might get a little bit of a consolidation on this 5 minute and have a current next target up around 139.75. I would think it might fail somewhere in between there, and we might see just at least a little consolidation, if not a pullback. All right, so that's pound jumpy. Here with CIS Trading. My name's JC with FX Insights. A look at CIS GG Pro metrics and the TradingView toolkit and the auto execution algorithm for the Great British Pound Yen.